the Pinellas School District is getting feedback on its plans to close and consolidate schools based on declining enrollment. The district says it has 3,600 fewer students enrolled this year than last, and it's a trend that's unlikely to reverse. The lower numbers are forcing the district to make some tough choices, so leaders are holding a series of public meetings before finalizing any recommendations. Fox 13's Kaylee Tracy was at one of the first community meetings today.
Distant Academy is one of the schools on the chopping block, and this afternoon, staff voiced their concerns to school leaders. Superintendent Kevin Hendricks says declining enrollment is due to a few things: declining birth rates across the country, the area's affordability, and the population in Pinellas continuing to get older as fewer school-age kids move to the area. It's a trend the school district expects will continue, so the superintendent has recommended a series of school closings and consolidations, which he says will save the district almost $8 million annually. They include closing Cross Bayou Elementary at the end of this school year, rezoning students to 2 other schools, and then leasing or selling that property, closing Distant Academy at the end of this school year, relocating the programs and students, and selling the site that's been in Gulfport for 100 years. Combining Bay Point Elementary and middle schools into a K-8 school on the middle school's campus starting in the 2027-2028 school year. Expanding Oldsmar Elementary into a K-8 school starting in the 2026-2027 school year, and expanding the district's employee child care program to McMullen Booth Elementary for the 2026-2027 school year. Distant Academy, an educational alternative services program, is only using 17% of its building. The superintendent says it's also in need of more than $2 million in repairs. Staff at Distant today told school leaders they're worried their students won't get the same support at other schools. School leaders say they'll be relocated to other schools on a student-by-student basis.
We understand that change is never easy for anyone, and especially if we're talking about a recommendation for closure, that's very hard, and it can be very emotional. And in some ways, we want people to love their schools, and that is emotional. We want to hear from the community, and we also want to be able to answer questions, both from kind of a practical purpose, like some people have asked about transportation and different kind of services that are at different schools, but also from the why and why this was even brought forward by the district.
School-based staff will not lose their jobs if these recommendations are approved. They just may not be at the same school next year. The school board's final vote on the recommendations is scheduled for February 24th. There's also a school board meeting Tuesday at 5 p.m., the first since the superintendent announced the recommendations last week. There's another community meeting tonight at 6 p.m. That one is at Oldsmar Elementary School. Reporting in Gulfport, Kaylee Tracy, Fox 13 News.